As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. Fielded just shy of the end zone. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Looking to throw right away. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Dolphins force the turnover.
I got a pick, and I'm 23-yard line. I hope he don't try to do no fuckery.
Series of this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run. And a great try at that first down.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They'll stick with Achane. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Mims with the grab. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. All right, we see he's a little worse for wear after delivering that throw. Gonna have to take a few moments as they come out to look at him. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Achane running to the right. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's first and goal. They've got a man in motion. Achane punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. De'Von Achane with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away.
Shit.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And this return gets to the 30 before he's stopped. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Abanikanda gets it going right. And he's brought down up across the 30-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
11. Angel. Tonight.
A pistol snap, Fields. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Caught by Freiermuth. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here we go, son.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Son.
Fields now on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
You got it. Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Fields out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Hey, Cam. Here we go. Bunch right. Tonight.
Working inside the red zone. That throw finds Pickens. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Another throw for Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
No mas. Right.
Fields on 3rd. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Achane. he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. A-chain again. Down the sideline to the 45. Down the sideline into the red zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Devon A-chain with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Returnable from the 1. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Out. Here we go, son.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Motioning left is their running back.
Is it hot?
Here's 2nd and 5. He's on the move. He can run it. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You really see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
11. EQ. Nelson. West right zip. Easy.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Toward the sideline, and he's got Pickens. And he's going to reach the 6 before he goes out. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Good. Go.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it down to a single point. George Pickens the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. throwing it to start this drive. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing now.
Come on, man. I got the advantage. Fucking he disconnect. Man, bro, that's some bullshit, bro. Hey. Hey, how y'all treat disconnects, bro? Well, I wasn't, but I fucking stopped him and that, so I got the ball, so I got the advantage. No, it was 14-14, but still, I stopped him, and I was supposed to get the ball at halftime. I guess we're running back. That's bullshit. Well, some people, you kind of can. Like, if I want to pull the plug, I can pull the plug. It's not. I know my internet don't be going out like that, so. I don't know what he did, but I'm just saying.
Young Enrique speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print. That's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy.
You could have came back.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love.
Nah, you could have came back.
And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me, whip your lovin' on me. Young MISSIONARY. He's sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the front row, all the girls at the barricade, all the girls have been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody in the suite kicking up their feet, stand up, dance. I see you. And all the guys in the back waiting on the next track. Cut your boy a little slack. It's Young Jack. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me.
I said, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I've been drinking more too. Shit.
We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. Return starts at the 3. And he gets across.
Why would that be like he's not that popular like Pot, like the like it's not real. He's not like no Park.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Ken.
Straight to the air they go. He's taking a shot on his first play. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
He tucks it and takes off. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Here we go.
1st down from the red zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
See, this is bullshit,
George
bro.
Pickens, the
I'm gonna stop pulling
touchdown.
blood, bro. This shit close.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Well, they put on that. It's still not right. I had the advantage.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so
I don't
they'll
know.
set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Come out throwing. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Achane, a 1st down carry. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Staying on the ground here with Achane. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Dropping back to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Big gain downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins start off well to tie things 7-7. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Out, let's go. Here we go, son. Right.
Fields looking to throw. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one?
Yeah, and they keep going out, bro.
One play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Don't jump. Ready? Sit high.
1st down throw for Fields. He's on the move. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here we go. Right.
Fields on 1st down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I've not yet in my life
What that man
come
said?
across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
On 4th down, they'll bring out Blake Gillikin to punt it away. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Punch right. Right.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He throws a bullet down. Deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. George Pickens, the intended target. So it's second down coming up.
Alpha, 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 alpha. Here we go. Chips clear. Go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Hey, Cam. Delta. Mayday. Right.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They go play action on first. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Nico Collins with the touchdown. 14-7 in the first. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Flush down now to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Right.
Fields out of the gun. On the move, headed right. He's got Devontae Smith. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Fields to throw it. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27. A strike for 23 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Completed here to Pickens. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now.
Delta. Here we go. We're good. Right.
Shotgun handoff to Abanikanda. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here. Escapes the pocket. He has the first over the middle. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Abanikanda. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Off play action, it's Fields. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Quan Martin with the pick.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd down carry for Achane. And he takes it up to about the 6 for a short gain. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football.
Here we go.
They're set up with it after the pick to end the first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Here we go.
2nd down and 10. Fields finds him over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. Working quickly here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense up to the line fast.
A 4-yard gain brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
They give it to him again. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. All set up now for 1st and 10. And they're going to spike this one. No, wait, no, they're not spiking it. They're going to throw. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. That's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Play action, Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 9 on the play brings up 3rd down.
Running back sent in motion.
Hey, 551, go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. And he makes the catch. Did he get... Oh, so close to 6. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Putting a receiver in motion. From the 37. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. New series coming up following the punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Don't jump. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Here we go, son. No muss. Right.
Fields on 3rd. This ball's caught by Pickens. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Up. Here we go. Right.
Another throw for Fields. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. One interception.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Steelers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Dolphins got it! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That puts us at the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. Offense to the line for 2nd down. A-Chain on the inside give. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Chase Young bringing him down there. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. I wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They run. It's A-Chan. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him only 3, and that brings up 4th down and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. So the Dolphins bringing out the field goal unit for a try here. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. In his 11th year, still knocking them through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
Here we go.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes out to the left. He takes it himself. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Easy.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
First down throw for Fields. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Here we go.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He's running for it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Putting the tight end in motion. Second and 10 now. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Toss play left, Achane. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
First and 10 from the 41. They'll throw it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. Back to throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So it'll be second down. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Chelsea. Good night.
A final throw before the break. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They send a tight end in motion. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A tight end in motion now. Achane again on 2nd. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the 47. Complete to Mims. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, "Do you have a tight end with his hand on the ground?" "Yes, coach." "Do you have a fullback still on your roster?" "Yes, coach." "Then you're going to be just fine."
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Man in motion out of the slot. Third down run from Achane. And the hit stuffs him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Couldn't manage even a yard on that run, so now it's 4th down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Looking to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Fields out of the gun. Completed to his running back. Racing down the left side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
First down from the red zone. score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running left, here's A-Chain. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Throwing off the play fake here. Flushed out of the pocket. He stays up toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the first down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They're throwing it. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Steelers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10.
Don't jump, ready?
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Again, it's Abanikanda. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Forced out to his right. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they pick him off again. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walked in the primary throwing 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here we go.
Motion man right is Smith. That call going against the offense. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go. Right.
Looking to throw Fields. Dump off caught by his back. Get some space around midfield. 16 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Hey, Terry, go.
Play action, Fields. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Here we go. Good. Tonight.
A handoff right for Abanikanda. And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Buying some time left. He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal. He's running it right on the option. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up
You got a mini base.
at the
Why not?
6-yard line.
Tonight.
Completed here to Pickens. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He put everything he had into this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Able to find Achane. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Has him on the quick hitter.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll throw it again. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on second down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. To throw it on first down. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing. Big gain downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 10.
Dolphins 24.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Finds some space, he's past the 30. He'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Complete beyond the marker. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Don't jump. Ready?
Handoff headed left. It's a Conda. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Here's 2nd and 14. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Fields now, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Oh, and they're going to fake this one. This is caught. And they pull it off. He gets them the first before being stopped.
I wonder how many times, Kate, the kicker's gone to the coach and said, "Coach, I could pull this off." They finally gave him a shot, and turns out he was right. What a great play.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Now they'll try the point after. Hooking toward the upright, but it's good. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Hits him on the out route. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They send a man in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
They kick the running back in motion. He'll throw it yet again. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Still sticking with the passing game. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball.
Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. Working quickly here. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Here's a throw. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Off play action, it's Fields. The throw left side finds Freiermuth. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers nearing their second win in the campaign. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
Motion man right is Smith.
Go.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Here we go. Tonight.
Shotgun handoff to Abanikanda. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He's on the move. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the lead goes unchanged from 17.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Trying to push it deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Miami touchdown. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 10. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And this kick is covered by the Steelers, who are going to go on to win this ball game. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the 1st quarter, the 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He puts everything behind this one. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair, though, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and is clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right now.